Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill turn 3. Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk briefly about Nico Hülkenberg. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. It's Force India in pole position then, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen and Raikkonen, Magnussen, Vettel, Sainz and Sergio Perez, Grosjean, Ericsson, Charles Leclerc and Alonso, Hartley, Van Dorn, Lance Stroll and Pierre Gasly. Sirotkin and Nico Hülkenberg completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care. Bottas behind. Our gap behind is 5.1 seconds. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:12.1. Gap to teammate behind is 13.3 seconds. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs. You are in first position, front of the pack. Hamilton behind. The gap behind us is 10.6 seconds. They're on old super softs. Your pit window opens in 2 laps time. 29 laps to go. Reduce the ERS deployment, please. We need to charge the battery. Understood, stopping this lap. Roger that, soft tyres at the next pit stop. Copy that, super softs for next box. Go now. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Grosjean behind. Our gap behind is 6.3 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 14 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:12.9. Gap to teammate behind is 17.1 seconds. The gap behind us is 23.1 seconds. Okay, box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Okay, the gap behind is 24.9 seconds. You have a lot of wing damage. Box for a new one. Okay, update on the car for you. Tyres are looking very nice. Shouldn't have to worry about the wear too much right now. Okay, box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Your lap times are falling off. We want you to pit in for repairs. Box, box, box. Copy. Ultra softs for the next stop. Okay, we can take you this lap. Raikkonen behind. Our gap behind is 22.7 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 10 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 11.9. Go, go, go. Brilliant. Nice move. Sergio's currently in P9. We're leading our teammate by 20.2 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. The time last lap was a 1:12.1. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon. The battery is low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment. This is your final lap of the race. Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
The Force India team today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
I can see them on their way out to the podium now. Force India have really come a long, long way in this sport, and what a special race this was to see them earn that top spot. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. There's been a lead change at the top of the championship after a superb performance. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, my driver of the day was Nico Hülkenberg. He did a cracking job moving through the field and just highlighting why he's so highly rated in the paddock.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.